Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brian Burns. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Regular. Shift. Take it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 21. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Gronkowski, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A beautiful fake. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line by Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing. Really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Pete. Follow. 54.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And some space here. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
13 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And the Panther 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st down, Winston. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to
Ian Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
It is good.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
The kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st down, Carolina.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Winston. Open man is Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
7 on the play. First down, Panthers.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
Now Winston. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Winston now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He may try and run for this. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's complete. It's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got a first down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Anderson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Down by
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brady's throw there complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Winston
Robbie Anderson,
number 11,
81 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Down, Panthers.
Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Third and goal, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short pushing through there to make the play defensively.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second
reserve that lead. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done enough.
26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
At the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Buccaneers 27, Panthers 26.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Winston completes it to Samuel. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Winston now to throw on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, 26 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. No, 66. Tracking 60.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Thomas has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
McCaffrey with the carry.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And this will be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
4th down.
To throw, Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Panthers' 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Again, it's Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Brady to throw. And he finds Gronk.
Brady's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 41. Panthers.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
34.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.